Welcome back to BRIMBANK Live on Live FM. I'm your host AD, and with me here is lovely Roshani and Lydia. And we have a really special guest, South Sudanese musician and artist, Ajak Kwai. And she performed not too long ago a really beautiful set in different languages. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Yeah, it's lovely. Yeah.
So
Lovely to be here.
Thank you. I'm
Thank
glad.
you.
Yeah.
So I'm really intrigued. Oh, by the way, I should let you know that we are at the African Music and Cultural
Yes.
Festival, the Innovation Museum. Should let you know where we're doing all of this.
Everyone come down, come
Yes,
down.
absolutely.
Yes.
The vibe is popping.
Yeah. So Ajak, I want to know a little bit about your background and where your passion for music came from.
Oh, wow.
Big
I am
question.
from the south of Sudan, come from a nomad tribe called the Dinka, and we nomad people. And but apart from that, I learned music at a school. I beg your pardon, excuse me, people. Let me collect my thoughts.
Yeah, no. Take your time.
Yeah, so I learned singing in a choir
Wow.
when I was young, and then again I did went to college, Seventh-day Adventist, and I did sing as well. And we had a band called the Girls Band in Egypt before I came to Australia, and so I love music. It was inspired by the church, and and just a love of music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. And so you started in the church, you said. Are you still connected to the church and singing with the church group and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's-
am in a big choir called a Massive Gospel Choir.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah. And what were AD, you mentioned she performed in a few languages. I only caught the end of that performance, but what languages did you perform in today?
The local language called Dinka.
Dinka, yeah.
The Dinka, and then the second one second one is Arabic.
Oh,
of course,
right.
yeah.
Beautiful.
And the other one was English mix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I was going to say, there's an amazing atmosphere here. What are you most looking forward to see, or what are you really enjoying about the African Music and Cultural Festival here today?
It's about for all of us to get together because we don't get together very often,
Yes.
in particular after the lockdown.
Yes.
And to see African people come together and share music is really incredible because we need that. We need to charge. We need to recharge ourselves as an
Exactly.
African community because we are dealing with a lot.
With a lot, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and not just an African, but everybody, migrants. We're dealing with a lot of settlement issues.
Yes.
Yeah. Can you tell us a little bit about how you've used your music in the past and currently to kind of bring people together?
Yeah.
Well, as it's only Sudanese or African women touring around Australia for a long time, there was no woman like me before. I was the only one, and I think it takes a courage to step out of your community. And actually, what I did is to say, here we are part of
Yes.
Australia. This is our music. This is how it sounds like it. And you Australian people, we are here too. So bring people together.
Yeah.
People didn't know Sudanese at the time. Had the knowledge because I, 1,000 people, and talk about how our community are a good community, and don't listen to what the media tell you.
Yes.
We are going to contribute so much. As you could see, there's a lot of young African people doing an amazing job,
Absolutely.
and that cannot be denied.
Exactly.
and not can be overshadowed by the few who got into trouble.
Exactly right, and that's why having events like this,
Yeah.
the African Music and Cultural Festival, is so important because we're just celebrating positivity, the positive things that are happening in our communities, and there's so much. I mean, we have a number of people here today,
Yeah.
singing, performing spoken word, sharing their food, their music, their business with us, which is handmade accessories or it's clothes.
Yeah.
We have so much in
So
the
much to
Africa.
offer
Yeah,
and
so
so
much
much to
to
give.
celebrate and
Yeah.
to showcase. And so it's really beautiful that you've taken, apart from your music, you've also kind of played an activist role for your community. You've really, stepped out and advocated for them. So that's really,
Yeah.
really good.
And it also shows that you don't need to be a hard academic or politician to get your message across. Sometimes you need something that brings people together, like
Yes.
music,
Yep.
that brings people together, sitting down before talking about
The real,
the
yeah.
intense
If
things.
anything, I think music or art is the best way to convey a really
Yes.
meaningful message,
Yeah.
and that's
it
why
helps as a vehicle
it's
to
the
kind of
vehicle
have
to
those
get
conversations.
exactly. Yeah. So can I ask what are the main themes then that you explore or sing about or write about in your music?
First of all, when I start writing music, when I back in Africa, it was about a unity, a love in our community, and the power of African people as a whole,
Wow.
and how we don't listen, to our trouble, and how we are disempowered. And we shouldn't be able to, because we are the rich culture. We are the mother of all, not in terms of science, but we are. Without Africa, other countries wouldn't be standing
That's it.
today.
We are the mother of
100%.
creation.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. Yeah.
Places like like India and everywhere, those places
Yeah.
are very important to the world. And so I did think about a peace in between the African communities, so we can build our homes.
Yeah.
So my message has been about peace,
Peace.
about peace and forgiveness.
Forgiveness. Wow.
That's what I was going to ask. What's one message you have to the world, that you want everyone to know?
I just to share, there is so much to be shared, and division. And actually, one thing I didn't answer is about here in Australia. Live here in Australia, I create a new music again, and for us, it's about the division. This is not us. This is you, and this is you. And I think it is important that we people, African people, continent, we're supposed to unite it, and also the wider community shouldn't be seen as the strangers.
Yes.
We are a part of a society. They can learn a lot from us, but the fact that we are being put as people is scared of.
Yes.
We are the people that to protect the community from.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's yeah, powerful messages. There's some really powerful messages in there.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Ajak, for joining us today.
Yeah.
You're listening to BRIMBANK Live on Live FM online, and we're here at the African Music and Cultural Festival, celebrating diversity and harmony at the Immigration Museum.
Thank
Come
you
check
so
it out.
much.
Thank you.
With thanks to the City of Brimbank across our neighbourhood and the world, Soul Dive with AD, Roshani and Lydia on Brimbank Live on Live FM.